The reason why Overwatch is in a really bad state for me is because the balancing makes no sense. Like, literally no sense whatsoever. I don't understand how the devs are like, guys, we have to nerf Roadhog's one-shot combo, which is a good thing to nerf. I think it's smart to nerf. It's not fun to play against. One-shots aren't fun to play against. But Hog Hook actually has counterplay. The counterplay is that A, it's telegraphed. You know, you'll see the Hog most of the time. He won't be sneaking around like, this dude's loud. He's also the tank. You're looking for the tank most of the time in most games. When he hooks you, there's all this time for a different person who isn't being hooked to do something to stop it. If I'm playing Mei, I can wall in between the Hog and the hook. So the person gets pulled into the wall, but Hog's on the other side and they live. If I'm the person trying to get hooked as Mei, I can ice block, I won't get hooked. If I'm playing Orisa, I can javelin spirit, I can javelin spin it because I can see him going for the hook. I can react to it. Or I can gold as Orisa. If I'm playing Ramatra, I can shield it. I can also shield whenever they get pulled and save them from the blast if I'm really good. There's so much counterplay. If I'm playing Doomfist, I can punch him out of it. Sigma can kind of rock. Zarya can bubble. Diva can defense matrix it. But it's all because there's counterplay and seeing the hook get thrown at somebody, them pulled. There's all that time to react to it. Ana can sleep dart it, so on and so forth. So there's counterplay to that. And yet they're like, this is a problem. We have to remove it. And then you insert Widowmaker.
Is there a Widow in Narnia?
Yep. Fun stuff.
Of course.
I like the hook.
Hey guys, there's a lot of counterplay to this. Don't worry.
I love it. Fun game. Wasn't that fun?
I'm just gonna stand in the guard. Nope.
There is no counterplay to this hero. All right, to be fair, there is counterplay, but at the highest levels, the best counterplay is having a better Widowmaker in your team, which is already not ideal, and or swapping the majority, if not your whole team comp, to dive, which again, doesn't make sense just to counter one hero. It's a little busted, I'm just saying. Freaking zucchinis will say, just play corners, man. Overwatch is objective based. You can't play corners your whole life. You have to move in the open, and just playing against a Widowmaker, especially a good one at higher ranks, is the most boring thing in the universe. And in my lobbies, I've been seeing more and more Widowmakers. So it just begs the question, why is it that the one-shot that has counterplay is a massive issue, but the one that has zero, there's no discussion at all? And that just goes into Overwatch's balancing team being kind of goofy. So a lot of heroes will do 140 to 150 if they headshot you. Torb is 140, Mei's 150. I'll kill a dummy real quick, but Mei's 150, and Mei does like 75 to the body. Ashe, same thing. She's 150 to the head, 75 to the body. A lot of these heroes follow the same archetype. I know they're not snipers, so we can't really include Widow in this discussion. But then you have Sojourn. Why does a hero have this much mobility, a death ball that has pretty bad audio, pretty bad notification of you being melted by it? You're just like, wait, my health is depleting rapidly. Am I in a death ball? You're dead. Yep, you are. And the fact that she can just build rail off tanks and hit you for 195. But she can't one-shot, guys. She can't one-shot. Why is she doing 195? Why can't she follow the same archetype as not every other hero, but as all the other non-sniper heroes? And to the body, what number is that? It's like 130. That doesn't make any sense. And that just goes to show that the balancing team doesn't know what they're doing. I think it's like 135. I could be wrong on that. And it's a bummer because it's not fun playing against Sojourn. I think that even in her non-pocketed state, and pocket in this case would be being pocketed by Mercy, making her actually one-shot Mei and Reaper. She can one-shot 250 HP targets. She does like, I think 253 or 256 with Mercy Pocket. Blue Beam amplification, like 30% damage. Why is she so broken? Why does that, like, it doesn't make any sense. And it just makes the game not fun to play. And not to mention her ultimate's like, hey guys, imagine if I nano that, which I have in the past. I'm playing a game with like some dude named One Tap Man. Nanoed Sojourn, body shot, will almost kill you. It will almost kill a squishy target, and that doesn't make any sense. It's not fun to play against because it then becomes so powerful that almost every game has it. And I know Overwatch wants to have season-defining metas. That's a little stupid. That's not what we want to see, because that's what killed Overwatch 1, was season-defining metas, although they forgot to change the metas. And guess what's happening in Overwatch 2? They have season-defining metas, but they just happen to carry on through different seasons. Why is Sojourn still meta? Why? Like, it hasn't changed. It's still Sojourn. That doesn't make any sense. That's the game that we play, though. And yeah, if you nano Sojourn and you are pocketing her with Mercy, which most of the time you'll have a Mercy with Sojourn, it's like the meta right now, she will one-shot squishy targets. Does that make any sense? They nerfed Ashe. Ashe used to one-shot with Mercy Pocket, but now she can't. She does 150. Pocketed that, and it's like 195 or something like that. Yet Sojourn can one-shot. There's no consistency in the balancing. It goes past just that, but that's currently my main gripe is that Widow exists in her current state, which she's not even a fun character to play. You're playing CSGO. Like, hey guys, check me out, bro. Oh. Nice, and your abilities aren't very impactful. Mine's whatever. Grapples, like, yeah, it's movement, but it's kind of meh. And your ultimate's just sights. Like, she's generally a very boring hero to play in a game that's based on abilities. She does not really use her abilities. She uses one-shots from Narnia. And the only counter to Widow is another Widow. Now, other stuff that doesn't make any sense to me is that they buffed anti-grenade, which I think has always been a broken ability, because having the ability to make it so you just die, you can't get healing, especially on a tank now, is insane. If you're playing Ana, you basically have to go Kiriko. Didn't Overwatch say they want to remove hard counters? Yet they buff Ana's anti-grenade, which then makes Kiriko a little bit more necessary, even though she's still meta AF. So I don't understand that mentality. I also don't get why Kiriko can two-shot. She should do, at maximum, around 85 damage. It should not be a two-tap headshot. Because most Kirikos are like, okay, I'm healing, spamming shots. They'll get lucky and just kill someone. And I don't get why Kiriko can have so much killing power, also be a main healer, also have Suzu, which cleanses, makes you invulnerable, heals a little bit, boops a little bit, and she has insane survivability. She can TP away. She's just off the scene. TPing through buildings doesn't matter. Ultimate is one of the most impactful ults in the game still, even after the nerfs. And then you have Zen. Zen can't two-shot, unless you have Discord. But that requires actual thought, actual thinking, and Zen has no mobility. All he has is some chanclas, some freaking, or actually just some handy-dandy work boots. He's a working gamer. And a Harmony Orb. He's not a main healer, he's an off healer. And his ultimates can get countered super hard. You can't really counter Kiriko's ultimate. Zen's like, hey guys, I'm gonna trance. Don't get one shot by the pocketed Sojourn Mercy, by the Widowmaker. Don't get hooked by Hog in one shot. Don't get anti-grenaded. Please don't do any of that stuff. It's like, where's the balance? And that's what tilts me to no end, is that kind of stuff. And I do not enjoy the current meta whatsoever. I don't enjoy playing against Widow every game in high elo. I don't enjoy Kiriko's just two-shotting people, even though I play Kiriko. Like, it's fun, but I don't think it makes any sense. Like, they need to figure it out. You need to have boundaries. You need to have things that make sense, and they aren't doing that. And that's what's destroying a lot of my enjoyment about the game. The gameplay's still fun. I still enjoy it sometimes. It's visually appealing, all this stuff. Won't even discuss the shot prices, because what are they doing out there? But I really, really hope they can figure it out, because it is tilting to a different level